SG groups to people. We have seen, yes, yesterday we have seen how capitalization of self-help group and national, what it is, rural livelihood mission, right? So it's an internal ending meeting one, second month, it's open account, then revolving fund, 6 to 8 months, it's what it is, cumulative investment fund, and then bank credit. So how create your capital, right? So bank through SSG group give an idea, right? And help, give an idea and help to people who invest, who save their money. Now this is a institutional architecture. See, different institute is different workload, work pressure, work architecture, everywhere. So here it is institutional architectures, right? So here we have seen EC2 form, each VO 5 offices bearers support to their head office, HO, whatever, linkage with government departments, fintech institutions, market. You know what, when you are competing market, that time you connect each other, right? For example, if you don't get anything in any one shop, so what you do, you survey another shop means at least 4 to 5 shops you first you visit, and after that you decide it will buy or not. So here also like that, keep n number of departments are there. Okay, so इतने सारे डिपार्टमेंट्स है तो डेफिनेटली लोग भी बहुत होंगे, उनके आइडियाज, उनके प्रोडक्ट्स, उनके मार्केट की स्ट्रेटजी different are there. So but the group want to work there, group want to capture the market, start up, accept challenges and all. So if anyone want to participate on that group, they easily participate, right? So adding of the group and microfinance functions, what it is, it's create microfinance functions. So here it's a block level, right? 3 lakh to 5 lakh. Then here if we go from down, right? So is it help group 1, help group 2, self-help group 3, 4, 5, 6, everywhere. Means if we talking ना, कल हमने देखा था कि हर स्टेट का अलग अलग है, तो मान लीजिए यहाँ पे आपको 6 दिए हैं, एक इसमें है कि 6 ग्रुप्स है। तो वहाँ पे क्या क्या है, थ्रिफ्ट एंड क्रेडिट एक्टिविटीज हो रही है, मॉनिटरिंग ग्रुप परफॉर्मेंस दिख रहा है, माइक्रो क्रेडिट प्लानिंग हो रहा है, हाउस होल्ड इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लानिंग हो रहा है, क्योंकि बिकॉज ऑफ द बिगिनिंग है ना, बिगिनिंग जब होता है तो हमें बहुत सारे प्लान्स होते हैं कि ये इसमें भी इन्वेस्ट करना है, इसमें भी इन्वेस्ट करना है, इसमें भी इन्वेस्ट करना है, सो दैट वे। अभी यहाँ पे दिया है 10 to 15, बट ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे इतने सारे ग्रुप्स हैं, मतलब हो सकते हैं। फिर अभी इसमें से क्या क्या है कि फर्स्ट ग्रुप जो है वो भी इससे कनेक्ट हुआ है, सेकंड भी हुआ, थर्ड, फोर्थ, फिफ्थ, 5, every group connect from this group and starting 150 to 200 है ना, monthly base or weekly base, whatever, 150 to 200 base village organization. Yes, obviously it's a village organization. Now second one, it is a cumulative, जो भी है इसका क्लस्टर लेवल फेडरेशन, इसमें 6,000 to 9,000 हुआ मंथली या फिर ईयरली एनुअली, राइट? देन इसका अगर हम लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए इन्वेस्ट करने के लिए डाल देंगे ब्लॉक लेवल, मतलब भाई जैसे बैंक्स में होता है ना कि अभी आपने अगर कुछ पैसे डाल दिए तो वो ब्लॉक हो गया 8-10 साल के लिए, उसके बाद ही आप उसे विड्रॉ कर सकते हैं, right? So that is the thing. So after that you will get it lump sum amount. So बैंक भी यही करती है ना? So institutional architectures is state mission management unit, means state level financial inclusion team, right? So what it is, district mission management unit create and district level financial inclusion team create. Then what they are doing, they are doing block mission management unit, then cluster block project manager and project facilitation, then cluster coordinator they create. Then what they are creating, community. So they visit villages, they make an organization of villagers, cluster level federations, bank linking subcommittee, bank mitra. So whatever the schemes are coming, so they provided and just train the people. Now grading, what it is, grading means, yes, performance based, right? Who perform well, who doing well, right? If training is provided, so that time not 100 people are good in train, only 5 to 5 or 10 people or maximum 15 people are trained. So that is, they decided we have given grading, who is the best, then he will declare that he is the best trainer, right? So good and bad and grading of self-help groups. So purpose of grading of self-help group is to assess the institutional and financial discipline of self-help groups. To assess the institutional and financial disciplines of self-help groups, then enables external financial and other institutions to understand the quality of self-help groups, right? So other institutions also have watch how, what kind of quality, what kind of product they are provide, enable identification of the strengths and weakness of self-help group, means SWOT analysis, and facilitate interventions for self-help group improvement, right? Create facility amenities they provided that group. Now main two key principle, what it is, democratic governance, right? Main two key principles is democratic governance, financial discipline. Then these key parameters again divided into 5 sub. What 5 sub parameter? It is village organization, then undertake regularly review of performance of self-help group of the basis of their gradation, right? They create village organization and just review who perform very well of self-help group. Now 3-4 months after formation of self-help groups, so CRP community resource person, right, who form the group, so there is a community resource person. What did he did? Started to giving grading like that. Self-help group life cycle stage, purpose of grading, grading parameters, who will grade, right? So first, before dispersal of resource person, right? So 3-4 months after formation of self-help group, 3-4 after formation of self-help group. Now purpose of grading, it is for judging readiness, eligibility of self-help group to receive, yes, release or fund, whatever, right? Now grading parameters, पंच सूत्र, what parameters they follow, है ना? जैसे rules होते हैं everywhere ना, कोई games अगर हम खेलते हैं तो उसके rules होते हैं. So that is the grading parameter is पंच सूत्र, and it is a regular meeting, regular saving, internal learning, then timely repayment, proper bookkeeping, right? So regular meeting is important, regular saving is important, internal loading is important, Then timely repayment is important, and proper bookkeeping. So everything you have follow or judge. Now, who will grade? In case village organization is formed and the self-help group is a member of village organization, grading will be done by village organization. So in case village organization is not formed or self-help group is not a member of village organization, so grading will be done by the informal village level committee involving members and self-help group facilitate community कार्ड्स, राइट. सो कार्ड बेस पे या फिर अदरवाइज सीआरपी फैसिलिटी बेस्ड पे they will select the grade, right? But who will give in the grade? Or village organization or self-help group person, right? Both have rights to. Now, before disbursal of community investment fund, so after 6 to 9 months, what happened? Self-help group life cycle stage. It's before disbursal of community investment fund. It's a 6 to 9 months after information of self-help group, right? Self-help group का information create होने के बाद. Now, purpose of grading what? For judging readingness, eligibility of self-help group to receive cumulative. Now, grading parameters what? MCP prepared, Panchasutra prepared, regular meeting, regular saving, internal loaning, timely repayment, proper bookkeeping, same thing. And who will grade? Same, right? Whatever we learn earlier or read earlier. So 6 months after the formation of before submission of the credit linkage, it is the life cycle. Okay, it's a life cycle, and that it is a before credit linkage of self-help group, 6 months after formation of self-help group or before submission of application of credit linkage, right? Credit linkage means credit base पे जो हम लोग loans वगैरह देते हैं ना. So after means for example अभी आपने बैंक से लोन ले लिया और 6 महीने तक उसका ईएमआई पे नहीं किया, वो क्रेडिट दिखेगा, आउटस्टैंडिंग दिखेगा. हमें यहाँ पे दिया ही है कि रेगुलर टाइमली पेमेंट ऑफ रीपेमेंट. So that is the purpose कि yes नुस्ता सिर्फ देना नहीं है, क्या है, रिकवर भी करना है. So purpose of grading is for judging readingness, everything everywhere same. For simple way से अगर हम simple examples लेते हैं, so when if you are working any organization, so and you are working as an accountant, as an auditor, as an whatever, so tax consultant or tax department, taxation, so whatever. So आप अकेले नहीं रहते हो, है ना, आपके साथ कोई रहता है and he judge you, आपके काम को, आपके परफॉर्मेंस को वो जज करता है और वो आपको उस हिसाब से ग्रेड दे. नहीं, ये आज गलत किया, इसमें इतने मिस्टेक्स है, इतना इसमें आपने ऐसा लिखा, ऐसा नहीं चाहिए था, है ना. तो वो n नंबर ऑफ मिस्टेक्स क्या करता है, आपको बताता रहता है आपको. और एक वे होता है, आज इतना होना, वो आपको पूछता है इसका क्या हुआ, उसका क्या हुआ, है ना. सो दैट इज सेम थिंग फॉलो ऑन दैट ग्रुप, सेम थिंग. नाउ हियर who will grade? In case village organization is formed and the self-help group is a member of village organization, so grading should be done by village organization. And in case village organization is not formed and self-help group is not a member of village organization, so grading should be done by any informal village level committee, right? So CRP community cards जो होता है उसके बेस पे वो होता है. एंड ब्रांच ऑफिशियल ऑथराइज रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ऑफ बैंक में ऑल्सो बी इन्वॉल्व फॉर क्रेडिट, है ना. ऑल जो होते हैं वो बैंक, दे आर इन्वॉल्व फॉर क्रेडिट. नाउ बिफोर क्रेडिट लिंकेज ऑफ सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप, व्हाट इट इज? वेट अ मिनट, ओनली 1 minute, just Yes, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So now what it is, before credit linkage, same thing happened here also. Now next, what it is? Next it is linkage, right? Self-help group bank linkage. So linking the self-help group with the bank is an essential prerequisite for promoting financial inclusions, right? Means the motto, the goal, the objective of self-help group bank, that is to promote the village groups, to promote the village people and motivate them to invest a number of things. The two key steps in promoting self-help group bank linkage are opening of self-help group saving bank account and facilitating credit linkage of self-help group. Now, what is self-help group should open a SB account with the nearest bank branch and ideally within 2 months of formation of group. So step one, it's a self-help group resolution, right? That is required. Without consent, we can't start any group, right? So self-help group is a big foundation, big group. So required for SHG resolution. If आपको भी अगर किसी यहाँ पे गांव में ये सब करना है तो आपको रिजोल्यूशन लगेगा। सेल्फ हेल्प, पहले तो आपको सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप का मेंबर बनना पड़ेगा। देन सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप का मेंबर होने के बाद उसकी सारी टर्म्स कंडीशंस, उसकी सारी फॉर्मेलिटीज कंप्लीट करने के बाद आप यहाँ पे अप्लाई कर सकते हो कि यस वी नीड टू रिक्वायर वन सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप ऑन माय विलेज, and for that they visit their place and they consent you yes you have started, but before that you required resolution. So office bearers है ना, wherever your office, so they have decided where you have, if you have a place then you have to open there also. Now applications for opening of a bank account, right? Applications for opening of bank account, then self help group seal and photographs of OBS, whatever आपका जहाँ पे भी है उनके सारे ग्रुप्स के फोटोज और सील्स सब लगते हैं। विजिट टू द बैंक, opening form, basic saving, bank deposit accounts and regular banking. So that is the nearest branch 2 months formation of जो 2 महीने में उन्होंने किया था उसका वो resolution है what they are doing. Now resolution, what it is actually, the first step is to facilitate passing of resolution by self-help group to open a bank account in the service area bank branch, nearest bank branch. All members should subscribe their signatures to their resolutions. How many people, how many members are there? They just subscribe their signatures for that resolution. Now, office bearers, as a part of the resolution, the self-help group should authorize 3 offices bearer to operate the saving bank account with conditions so that any 2 offices bearers can transact with the bank, right? So as a part of resolution, they have to provide office bearers. Now, second application for opening of bank account, the next step is to guide the self-help group is preparing an application to the branch manager with a request to open a saving bank account at the branch, and the application should be signed by office bearers of the self-help group. Now, step 4, it is self-help group seal and photographs of sorry. Now, the self-help group seals and photographs of all organizations of there. So, it is important to ensure that each self-help group, it's a stamp, seal, guided, arrange color photographs, bearer checks, passports, size photos, identity, address proof, documents, right? KYC form, everything they require for proof, right? Here are given, right? So proof of identity of office bearer, anyone is like the document to be submitted is a voter ID card, Aadhaar card, manager's job card, RGN card, right? Then any other ID card with photograph issued government department as ID card, then voter ID, Aadhaar card, manager's card, electricity bill, etc. Right? So they require. Now visit to bank. After that, you have to visit the bank. The self-help group office bearers should visit the bank branch along with following items for opening of saving bank account. A copy of resolution to open bank account for self-help group, application to the branch manager with a request to open saving bank account, photocopies of identity and address proof documents of office bearers. Original documents also should be carried for verifications. Color photographs, passport size 3 copies each of 3 office bearers, and seal of the group. Right? You require the seal of the group. What it is. Step 6, opening forms. What it is? The self-help group should be guided to filling the requisite saving bank account opening form and attach all supporting documents correctly. Right? So that it is say basic saving bank deposit account. Self-help group may also open basic saving bank deposit account and deposit some amount if they choose to. Preference should be given to open account with same amount to avoid any confusion, misunderstanding, or later stage, whatever. So step 8 is regular banking, and regular banking for self-help group should be encouraged to regularly transact with the bank to maintain a good rapport with the branch manager everywhere. आप भी अपना रेपो जमा के रखते हो, so that is the this is the bank. So regular banking, that is important. Now problems and issues faced in self-help group linkage banking. See, जहाँ अच्छा ही है वहां बुराई है, तो थोड़ा बहुत तो फेस करना ही होता है, राइट? So bank not giving acknowledgement for loan application submitted by self-help groups. Banks never giving acknowledgement for loan applications submitted by self-help groups, right? So bank not giving loan without furnishing the reasons in writing. Repeated visit to bank branch for credit linkage. Branch manager insisting on visit by all self-help group members to bank branch required for credit linkage, right? So branch manager insisting on identity proof and residence proof for all members. Branch managers insisting on no objection certificates from other banks. They have given no objection certificates for other banks regarding the group. Impounding of saving group, self-help group, and taking it as collateral by certain branches. Then loan passbook not issued to members by some banks. Bank debiting processing fees and service charges without the knowledge of self-help groups. Some banks insisting on buying insurance cover for loans, then partial disbursal of credit amount of self-help groups, repayment schedule for loans not communicated to self-help group by banks, bank charging penal interest on self-help group. Means whatever, means because self-help group connect to bank, right? So whatever they invest, whatever they save, whatever the loan taken, all they have connected with bank. So therefore, if they are late payment, if they are late repayment, if they are late invest, whatever, so bank have right to charge penalty or interest. And adjusting saving account with loan installment, right? So this is the case study of Mahila Arthik Vikas Mahamandal Bank. So I don't know, here it is open, but sorry. So you take this screenshot and please read it. Okay, it's a case study and you have listen it. Even study when you are in an exam, so that time is it's easy for you to give examples. Yes. डन, स्क्रीनशॉट लिया आपने? यस, लिया? ओके, so this is a self-help group bank which we have seen in unit 4. Now next we have seen in unit 4, that is our how startup, right? Wait a minute. Now we have seen how fintechs and how SHG groups help to create and motivate the people to start up their own business through self-help group and number of skills they have provided it and all. So now we have seen some any other startup like SEBI. What is the role play of SEBI? What is their functions and how they success, right? So now we have already seen like that what is startup and why we require startup, what is the funding and role of SEBI. So valuation of some of the top Indian startups, number of we have seen कि इतने सारे ऑप्शंस अभी दिए हैं, हम लोग यहाँ पे देख रहे हैं, है ना? जैसे फ्लिपकार्ट है, पेटीएम है, बायजूस है, ओयो है, उड़ान है, ओला है, स्विगी है, जोमेटो है, फ्रेशवर्क्स है, पेटीएम मॉल, इतने सारे यहाँ पे, बिग बास्केट, है ना? सो इतने सारे यहाँ पे ऑप्शंस दिए हैं, वैल्यूएशन ऑफ सम ऑफ द टॉप इंडियन स्टार्टअप. सो ये इन्होंने क्या किया है, स्टार्टअप स्टार्ट किया है. तो ये देखेंगे, चलेगा नहीं चलेगा बाद में देखेंगे, बट दे स्टार्ट अप देयर बिजनेस. सो building block for startup. What it is building block for startup? It is innovation, it is business model, digital, then create value, capture value, scale value. It's all our entrepreneurship, right? It's an entrepreneurship and it comes in innovation. Then they require business model. Digitization is most important. Then create value, right? Capture the value and scale value. That is most. Now 5 keys characteristics of startups. What it is? So focuses on growth, more than one person or more than 500 employee, and works with technology and innovative, right? टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ आप काम कर सकते हैं या फिर कुछ नया इनोवेशंस किया है उसमें आप काम कर सकते हैं. सो मीन्स आप ग्रोथ, focuses of characteristics of startup में more than 2 people, 1 people, 3 people, 500 employees group में innovative. So India has the second largest startup ecosystem in the world, right? Expected to witness of the growth of 10 to 12%, right? Year of growth जो देखा जाएगा, year of, so उससे 10 to 10% we are grown up. Now approximate 20,000 startup in India and around 4,750 of these are technology led startup. So 1,400 tech startups were born in 2016 alone, implying there are 3-4 tech startup born every day. Okay, every day 3 से 4 लोग, 10 लोग क्या करते हैं, नया स्टार्टअप करते हैं. नाउ फैक्ट्स ऑफ इंडिया, व्हाट इट इज. as per the survey report of Innovate Capital survey of 140 founders, so leading factors that make India appealing as a startup nation are cost of doing business, proximity to customer vendors, size of domestic market, right? So million college graduates per year, 55% of the youth prefer working in startup cover corporates, right? So as per youth of the nation survey of 1,50,000 young Indians, medium age it is 30 to 35. So they started their own business. So second largest consumer internet market in the world, overtaking like China with 462 internet users. 80% of these are mobile based, right? So this is the history of and facts of India, how the people are start up their venture. So now this is the unicorn of means statistics of the India, how they start up means it start in 2021 and now it is 2022. Got it? So highest valuation of this is किसका है? कम्युनिकेशन का सबसे ज्यादा हाईएस्ट वैल्यूएशन जो दिख रहा है हमको कम्युनिकेशन सेक्टर में मिला है, राइट? बायजूस का था ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन, बायजूस को 13% मिला है। देन ओयो, ओयो जो था बजट होटल उसको 9% मिला है। नेशनल स्टॉक एक्सचेंज को 6% एंड सबसे डाउन जो है वो ग्रो को है, whatever जो भी है इंफ्रा मार्केट एंड ऑल। सो एन नंबर ऑफ, तो सबसे ज्यादा जो ये हुआ है 197 कम्युनिकेशंस, राइट? सो इसे हाईलाइट किया गया है। यहाँ पे दिया स्टार्टअप विद वैल्यूएशन ऑफ 1 बिलियन और मोर इन इंडिया एज ऑन अप्रैल 2021, राइट? Here the graph we have seen the state wise number of startup in India as of December 2018 अगर we have done, so state wise in West Bengal, केरला, तो सबसे ज्यादा महाराष्ट्र का ही दिखेगा आपको। 2587 इन महाराष्ट्र में स्टार्टअप स्टार्ट हुए हैं 2018 में, है ना? अभी तो 2022 है। सो व्हाट इट स्टार्टअप, many people define the startup is a tech business and with less than 100 employees, but another famous definition of startup explain it as business venture that the founders have started to solve a problem, to find a solution to the potential challenges that can create a significant business opportunity and impact, right? Significant business and opportunity that is required to create business. A startup is a human institution designed to create a new product or service under condition of extreme uncertainty. Exactly, uncertainty is there, but not much extreme. What are the different types of startup? The types of startup is like that small startup to earn kitchen money, lifestyle startup to be your own boss, right? Scalable startup that are formed to become big, innovate or die, made to be broad, and social startup. So think broad, contribute to world. Now, small startup to earn kitchen money. A startup is not always supposed to be a well thought idea, or an entrepreneur is not with a business degree. A baker, barber, grocery store owner is also an entrepreneur, right? So their business is a startup that has been started not to be scaled but to feed their family. That is most important. What are you doing exactly? Now lifestyle startup to be your own boss, right? So mainly freelancing web developers or graphic designers or coders are those who are also entrepreneur. You will find many such enthusiastic entrepreneur who have a passion for their work and they work for themselves and are their own bosses. Now, scalable startup that are formed to become big. So you can find a lot of such startup, Facebook, Google, Uber, and many more. Ola are startups that form around revolutionary ideas and their founders knew it. So such startup hire the best of the best and brights among the brightest. The entrepreneur of such startups are on the journey to find the business model that escalate and are sustainable. Once they find it boom, they will bring venture capital to give a big boost to their business. So such startup are the real ones. Personal opinion might be wrong. So that is the startup. Now, innovate or die. What is actually innovate or die? Innovate or die means there means a number of big companies entered in startup. So large company can only survive if what we say, if they continue their business and they start continuously and they running business a long run, right? So there is a reason large companies are said to have defined like what period they have, the life period, we what we say life period, life balance period we have seen. So because if business is set up, right? So means any single idea if you have, so sometimes they shift their ideas, they start or add some kind of what new product, new ideas, any kind of customer preference change, technology advance, external changes. They feel like that कि नहीं बाहर में वैसा देख के आया यहाँ पे ऐसा. So feeling, for feeling you have to change, right? Continuous innovations is going good. So or you are no more remembered, right? So Google is an example of such startup. So now more to be brought what it is, there is another kind of startup whose founder have no intention to grow into a scalable business, but instead they sell it once this concept succeeds. Right? So many app developers and web solutions are example of such startup. So social startup, think broad, contribute to world. And many entrepreneurs are more concerned about giving others a better place to live in the world. So such social startup are started by intention of improving the world and not just to have scalable business, but it is obvious revenue come along. Now this is the fundraising norms of startup, and that is the seed funding. Here we have seen family, friends, and angel investors, right? So family, it's equity shares, seed capital, right? Here friends is equity shares and seed capitals, and here also equity share and seed capital, and here have an opportunity to start up their business, right? So B2B e-commerce startup type, right? So B2B you have to see means क्या है, 1-to-1 है ना, यहाँ से यहाँ जाएगा, यहाँ जाएगा, यहाँ जाएगा. So wherever you have to go, you are. So rural technology startup Hezabak, right? See around. So आप ऐसे n number of examples है जिसे आप ये एग्जाम में लिख सकते हो. Now funding, startup funding option, what it is, consider self funding, right? First you have to think like that, you have to start your own fund. Now this is self-help funding is like that ki crowdfunding, incubators, then accelerators, angel investment, venture capital, corporate funding. So that is the options of funding. Now startup funding options means crowdfunding is recent time. Crowdfunding platform have become a trendy destination for seed funding, and these platforms are generally open and anyone can back in idea, concepts, and or product. So ideas, thoughts, that is most important. Now corporate seed funding, what is this? Is a very good source of seeds funding as startup gain more visibility because of big corporate investors. Large companies like Google, Intel, and Apple support startups regularly with seed funding. So such investment can prove to be very useful for new firms to build their brand. Now angel investors, so these are the investors seed funds in a startup in return for equity ownership or convertible debt, whatever जो भी है वो adjust करते हैं. Now startup funding options, incubators, these investors along with providing small seed funds focus to on helping the new ventures through training and often also provide office space. Everything they have provided. Many leading educational institutions India also provide such services. So generally incubator do not ask for equity holding from startup. Accelerators is these investors mainly focus on helping the new firms in scaling up rather than supporting them in early stage innovation. So they also provided help through various trainings, right? And various trainings, and unlike most incubator accelerator usually take equity. So that is, now venture capital's funding is high end investors and that invest in a new venture after looking into various parameters such as a market condition, founder vision, growth potentials, and etc. Now how to raise seed funding. So pre-seed funding, seed funding, series A, series B, and series C. So pre-seed funding is the first time a business is introduced to fund. The funds are generally contributed by promoters, close relatives, or acquaintance of the promoter. Yes, पहले तो हम हमारे friends से ही start करते हैं, right? So pre-seed funding helps the business get on its feet, and the funds are utilized towards incurring the initial cost of setting up operations. So operations, setting up operation is most important. Now, how to raise seed funding? Seed funding is the first official funding made available to a business, right? So, series funding, right? Series A funding, series B funding, series C funding. So that is the fund-based investment. Now, how to raise seed funding? Series A funding is given a low success ratio of startup growing into major corporations. Only a few companies make it past the seed funding stage. So, however, for the companies that do reach the series funding stage, investors ask for more than just a business idea, right? So, business idea important है. Investor demand long term strategy, whatever. Any company out of a seed funding stage showing promise in terms of monetizing its growing user base over the long term attracts venture capitalists. So series A funding is providing to companies to help them scale their product offering. Then series A funding is the stage where established player in the venture capital space cater to the needs of the startup, and therefore angel investors who invest in the seed funding stage are less prominent in this crowd around, and venture capital firms call shots. So everything is connected to each other, right? Where it is venture capital, where it is fundraising, where it is everything it is. So it's a startup. Now, how to raise seed fundings? So seed funding is the startup making it to the series B round have grown past their development stage. Continuously development. First, when you start your business, that time you just taking some kind of loan, then you repayment all, then again you take, you repayment all, then again you take, you repayment all. So continuously last 10 years you just do and improve your business, improve your startup. So that is a good idea, good thing, right? The startup making it to the series B round after going past their development stages. And also you have seen like that ki before 10 years what you are and after 10 years what you are. So you judge yourself, right? That time what is your business and now what is your business. Got it? So that is the matter. Now after making their products visible, the companies have to now meet the demand created, right? So company uh, what the product is visible and company decided yes, your product is good, quality of product is good, so definitely they will take it. Now fundraise during this round are used to increase the market and coverage and increasing the size of the personal force. Okay? So personally they force and increase the market. How to raise seed funding? Seed funding, what it is? Series C funding. So pre-seed funding, seed funding, Series A, Series B, and Series C. So Series C funding is companies at this stage of funding have already created successful product, a consistent user base, and history of growth. Right. So obviously you create you have to create your history regarding that any kind of business. The funding round aids the startup to expand as fast as possible, and high level of growth may be introduced to ignoratic growth, है ना? कभी कभी हम ध्यान नहीं देते हम कहाँ तक पहुंच गए हैं. So such as acquisition of competitors to create synergies while eliminating competitions. तो काम ही कर रहे हैं, आपको पता ही नहीं चल रहा है, competitions भी है तो भी आप ऐसे काम कर रहे हो जैसे मतलब रेगुलर कर रहे हो, no feel. So definitely you will be grow, क्योंकि आप you have to use, मतलब उसकी आपको आदत लग चुकी है ना. So the companies or and most important thing is your performance is best everywhere, so definitely you own. Now the company at this stage have already proven their potential and exhibit considerably lower risks, right? So therefore more institutions, जितने भी institutions है या जितने भी people है, what they think or what they suggest कि they just therefore institution get involved at this stage such as a private equities, investment bank, and hedge fund. So also most companies after this stage aim for an initial public offer, right? So they just provide initial public offer. So if the companies are unable to accomplish the goals set for the Series C round, they may opt for a couple more series funding round. The valuation at this stage are not a shot in the dark, as they are purely based on number instead of estimations. So here means a number of rounds are there and you judge yourself. You see how funds raised you from last 10 years, right? So you और हम अपना इवैल्यूएशन निकालते रहते हैं ना कि इतना हुआ है, जैसे आप कई सालों से इन्वेस्ट किए जा रहे हो, फिर एक दिन आपको पता चलता है कि लास्ट 20 इयर्स से मैंने इतना इन्वेस्ट किया है, तो एक बात तो पक्की है कि जमा करने के लिए, डिपॉजिट करने के लिए काफी टाइम लगता है ना. 20 साल आप उसे डिपॉजिट करते हो, लेकिन जब पैसा इकट्ठा हो जाता है तो एक दिन भी नहीं लगता उड़ने को, है ना, फटाफट फटाफट खर्च हो जाता है. सो इट्स ओके, बट दैट इज फंड रेजिंग. जो बिजनेस को भी चलाना है तो ऑब्वियसली फंड रहेगा तो ही बिजनेस, सैलरी है, एक्सपेंसेस है, नंबर ऑफ थिंग्स है. सो स्टार्टअप में एक बार आपने स्टार्टअप कर दिया, इतने बड़े बड़े एंटरप्रेन्योर बन गए हैं, तो उन्होंने भी हार्ड वर्क, सेविंग्स, है ना, नए नए स्कीम्स, न्यू आइडियाज, थॉट से ही क्या किया है, उसे डेवलप किया है. उनके पास भी डायरेक्ट नहीं आया है ये सारी चीजें. सो दैट इज द थिंग, दे डेवलप एंड दे क्रिएट their own. This is the ओयो. ये एड आपने दिया, ये देखा होगा आपने, है ना. ओयो को बनाया 35,000 करोड़ का मालिक. ओयो कितना चल रहा था उस टाइम पे, अभी तो नहीं पता, बट उस टाइम पे बहुत चल रहा था. ये सारे उसके लिंकेज है, आप इसे पढ़ सकते हो, है ना. पेपर्स में आया था इस पेपर्स एंड पार्सल्स, ये भी पढ़ सकते हो, पेपर्स एंड पार्सल्स, तिलक मेहता का. ये भी आप स्टार्टअप में मतलब कितने सारे लोग आए और कितने सारे लोग गए, है ना. कहने का मतलब ये है कि लेकिन वो चल रहे हैं बहुत ही मतलब अच्छे से, उनका जो वे है सब गोइंग ऑन, सब अच्छे से चल रहा है. सो दैट इज द थिंग. यस, ये हम कल देखते हैं SCBI का. समझ में आया आज हमने क्या देखा? यस,
Yes, ma'am.
वन अंडरस्टैंड? या. So tomorrow we'll start our new, sorry, not new, but this is this part of SCBI. Okay. Have a good day to all of you. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.